32-10 Brady over Belichick. And I'm here to suggest it won't feel much like a home game for Belichick, because I think the Patriot crowd is going to be half-hearted in their cheering for the home team. I think their emotions are going to be seriously mixed, and they won't be able to help themselves from cheering when Brady does throw 3 touchdown passes, maybe a couple to Gronkowski, just for the sake of the good old days. So I got 32-10 Brady over Belichick on October 3rd.
Well, Skip, I think the thing is that his return will be a lot different than some of the returns that we've seen in the NBA, where the player gets booed. We saw what happened with KD when he went back to OKC. We saw what happened to LeBron when he went back to Cleveland, and to a lesser degree, somewhat when he went back to Miami. So I believe the Brady homecoming will be less contentious than what we saw with those guys. And I also believe, Skip, the players, the Buccaneer players, will be highly motivated to make sure and try to secure this victory for Tom, because they know how much it's going to mean to him. Now, Tom Brady's going to say, hey, it's just, Skip, we know Tom. Tom is going to be cliche-ish in this one. It's just another game. It's just, we're just trying to get better. We just hope we can go in there and play well. But we know deep down what it would mean to him to go back, forget the Patriots. It's the guy that's standing on the sideline that's not going to take a snap that Tom Brady really wants to get back at. He loves his teammates that he played with. They wasn't the one that ran him out of town. It was the guy that's standing on the sideline with the cutoff hoodie that's doing the Subway commercials now, Skip, that ran him out of town. So he's going to want to get back at him. And I say this again, Skip, maybe Coach Belichick gave him too much information, because he's going to know that after 20 years of being with someone, that length of time, Skip, in those meeting rooms and going over situation after situation, because think about it, it's very seldom that you can catch Tom Brady in a situation that he's unfamiliar with, because Coach Belichick has done a great job, and Tom Brady has done a great job of not only listening, but being able to retain and recall info that he's received from Coach Belichick. But, Skip, I just believe with what they've done with this Patriots team, the way they've rebuilt it, if the guys that they brought in play to what we think they can play to, now we're not asking them to be all world. I don't expect Nelson Aguilar, Skip, to all of a sudden turn into Devontae Adams. I don't expect Kendrick Bourne to be Julio Jones. And I don't expect those 2 tight ends to be Darren Waller or Travis Kelce. I'm not expecting that. But I expect them to play better than what they had the last several years. Also going back, Skip, is Gronk. You know, Gronk don't really care. Gronk just like, hey, I'm here. Hey, Tommy, you want to get Coach Belichick? Hey, throw me a couple of tutties. Hey, I'll celebrate. I'll spike it. We'll have us a good old time. But this might be, obviously, Skip, you know, he's starting the Thursday night game. But this might be one of the most anticipated games in a very, very long time, because we don't see it. I remember when San Francisco played the 49ers, went to Arrowhead to play Joe, and it was a big deal. I remember when Peyton went back to Indy, it was a big deal. Well, that's on that level, because those quarterbacks was on Tom Brady level, and for the most part, we never thought we'd see that quarterback in a different color uniform, let alone playing his former team. But with all that being said, I'm taking the Patriots in an upset, Skip. I'm going to say the final score be 29-26.
And I have to ask, your quarterback will be who?
Oh, week 3 going to be Cam. You know Cam always do that thing to Brady. You know Cam always do it to Brady. Do it to him.
I get that, but you've been telling me for months on this show that Mac Jones was the guy in this group of quarterbacks. So you're not going to start him in week 1?
No, but I also told you this. I believe Cam starts week 1. I just don't believe he'll have the long leash that he had last year to play as bad as he did in some stretches. And Coach Belichick says, Cam is our quarterback, Cam is our quarterback. Given that you have Mac Jones, that you selected with the 15th pick in the draft, Skip, I don't believe Cam can play as bad as he played at spurts last year for as long as he did and maintain his job. But that'll only be the 3rd week of the season. So I don't see any reason. Well, excuse me, you're right. The 4th week of the season. I don't see any reason. I don't see how Cam loses his job the first month of the season. So Cam is the starting quarterback, and I think he runs his record of probably like what, 2-0, 3-0, 3-0 against Brady? Because you know he did it. He did it to him on the last second pass in New England. He did it to him on that Monday night when Tom Brady chased the official off the field. You remember that, Skip Bayless? He should have been fined for that. He accosted that official.
And I remind you, last year, Cam Newton's QBR ranked 30th out of 33 qualified quarterbacks.
That was
He's not
last
in
year.
Carolina anymore. He's not a young man anymore. I say good luck to you. In fact, you want to give me a couple of points? I don't know.
No.
Yeah.
No, you're going to give me the line. You're going to give me the line.
Okay, I'll do it right now. I will give you whatever the line is for 5 cases right now.
Do it. Done.
Thank you.
Done.
Thank you.
Done.
Okay,
Done.
now I want you to tell me, what do you think Tampa Bay's record will be this year?
I already told you. I told you yesterday, 13-4.
Well, I thought maybe you'd sleep on it and come to your senses.
No. Skip, there's a reason why only 2 teams have gone into the playoffs with an undefeated regular season record. The 72 Dolphins and the 07 Patriots.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen. It's extremely hard. You have to be fortunate, win a couple of close games, Skip, last-second field goal, somebody misses a last-second field goal, and you have to maintain great health.
You do.
Great health. Remember, you're adding an extra game now, Skip.
Okay.
So, for me, I'm going to stick with the 13-4.
Okay. I'm going to stick with 17-0 because
Oh, my goodness.
I find it hard. And again, you told me yesterday what your 4 were. I think you had Rams. I know you had Colts, Bills, and I don't know what your other one was.
Hold up. I forgot. That Monday night game, rematch. We're going to get you this time. You got off the hook last time, the Giants.
Oh, well, are you going to go to 5?
Nope.
No?
Skip, look, here's the thing. See, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to pin me down. I'm saying 13-4, and if I'm off a game, well, they won a game that I thought they were going to lose, but you said they were going to lose. But if they lose a game I thought they were going to win, then you hold that against me. I'm just going to say, look, of those 17 games that you see on the screen right now, the Buccaneers will lose 4 of those ball games. How about that?
All right. And what achievement tortured Brady the most when he failed to grasp it in the end? It was to go 19-0, right? It still haunts him to this day.
Yeah, that's what he told me.
What if he could eclipse that with 20-0 this year to just cap it off? Wouldn't that be the final biggest feather in the cap, to go 20-0? I'm sure Tom Brady is thinking about that right now. Obviously, you have to take one game at a time. You got to get your health breaks. I get that. But this schedule, in fact, I saw the ESPN analyst Mike Clay, he graded this schedule the easiest in pro football this year. Just on last year's win-loss records, it's the 4th easiest. So you've got that sitting out there for Brady to shoot at. And again, I give you danger at Rams, and then they have 3 in a row danger games in late November, early December. They go at Indy, at Atlanta, and Buffalo at home. But do you really think that those teams will beat Tom Brady? I don't. And go ahead.
Well, Skip, you know this. Division games are a lot tougher. Sometimes, teams are not very good within your division. But when you play a division opponent, something about the familiarity. Now, there are going to be maybe some situations there's no Drew Brees. Carolina has a new quarterback. Matt Ryan has a new weapon. We'll see if Julio still remains there after June 1st. But division games are a lot tougher sometimes than we give them credit for. And the teams might be terrible outside the division. But it's something about playing a division